What's up, fuckers? Cat may have one tonight. That's amazing. What's up, brother Anton? Dakota? All right, everybody. There we go. We got about enough people in here to say good morning. What's up, CCC? Always a pleasure to see you, my man. One of you're my guy, bro. You are my guy. Good morning. Good morning. Who else do we got here? The good guy. I agree, man. Definitely cancel Ray, bro. 110%. It's not tonight, Dakota Bogue. It's my catch is tomorrow, but Cat Reed, that's Catch a Creep. Let me. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, now we're good. Now we're good. Good morning, Serena. Good morning, Serena. What's up, Rockstar? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm on the road right now. Ran into a couple of hiccups and a big snag in work. I'm actually over across the border in Georgia, which is pretty shitty. That's my man's in there. That's my man's in there. Um, Chief Deputy Og. Oh God. Uh, yeah, it's not my story to tell, but people got to stop striking channels within the community. That needs to happen. And I did have something I wanted to share with everybody this morning. No, it's not the catch with Sammy and Tech. That'll be soon. Shout out to Kyle R too. Everybody, if you're not subbed to Kyle R, him and Kenzie do some pretty amazing stuff together. And Kyle's an entertaining dude. Silver tongue, fun. I mean, there's really no such thing as like fun and predator catching, but I enjoy his approach. I think he's very talented. I got a lot of love for Mr. Kyle R. No bones. We're not talking about Edge Channel. We're actually talking about one that did get nuked, but way to be presumptuous there, Bonesy. My God, y'all are the most entitled group of people I've ever tried to communicate with in my life. You know everything before I don't even know why I talk. Y'all know what I'm going to say before I do it. But yeah, the infighting and the bitterness and the striking down of shit. I mean, shit, the panel channel probably owes me equity at this point, but if you say it in public, you can't be mad when somebody else fucking calls you out for it. I'm just saying. I mean, it's one thing if they clip things together to make it sound like you're saying something that you're not, but Toe is having Ray go along just in case the pred runs. Yes. Hell yeah, if you're not subbed to Kyle R, what are you even doing, bro? Fucking step up your game. Yeah, the striking is childish, for real. Toe, this is Toe's catch. I am his I'm his bitch tomorrow. So whatever he needs me to do, I will do. Tommy Boy Studios. But so yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys quickly. I had a conversation with everybody's favorite stand-up comedian within the community, and It's funny how often we give a different version of ourselves when people are watching versus when people are being sincere. And I'm not going to tell her story, but I'm going to ask her to share it in a different light. Um, I heard versions of what she's gone through from her dad being exposed, and y'all know who I'm talking about. We're talking about Chuck Dog. Um, and there was no zucchini filters, there was no Streamlabs, there was no clamoring for likes or simps. She did a couple of pre-recordings, and it was sincere, it was real, and it attached a human emotion to the woman. So no, not Denise, fucking psychopath. Uh, no, she did not send me nudes. And no, she's still. Yeah, I mean, she can be super obnoxious. I Y'all respond to shit that I don't even say. Y'all respond to stuff that I don't even say. When somebody gets hate mail, right? Um, and it was neat. Like no audience was there to hear it. I just got a chance to understand. The business had to be sold. There was a couple of ridiculing phone calls made to her, and um, the family was kind of shunned. And she got some direct stuff on social media to her, and that fallout is I don't know. It didn't make me feel good to know that happens. Anybody who's watched my catches, y'all know that I usually won't put family in the frame, and I won't dox names. I don't dox a Facebook, and I'm not telling anybody how to do their catching or their work in this community. But if somebody's got 13 and 14-year-old kids at the local school and we blast them, then don't come to my fucking channel, Mr. X. I don't know what to tell you. Why do you, if you hate me, why do you come here? So dumb. Yo, Haystack, for I want to get back to Chuckles real quick, but I am going to address the stream that I fucking went out. I don't know, Mr. X. We never fucking spoken, but let's see who in here I've actually communicated with. I've communicated with Tommy Boy, communicated with Kyle, communicated with Cat Girl, communicated with Blaze, communicated with JT, um, communicated with the good guy, communicated with Cat Reed, Marlboro, Anton, Chantel, CCC spokesman, and Tech. So all the people that know me, ask them. Ask them if they think we are. I don't think we communicated years ago on Discord, Mr. X. I seriously doubt it. But either way, if you're going to be a dick, fuck off. But I hope you have a good day. Hell yeah, stay blessed. Okay, so yeah, just going back to that story that I heard, the fallout from if we dox somebody's Facebook and it goes public and the kids are in school, I'm not saying anybody should do I'm not saying anyone should do anything different. I'm just saying that perhaps we should keep it in the front of our minds that people can suffer some real life consequences, physical, financial. That's all. I'm probably going to do something where I would like to talk to a couple of people who are related, to the predators or either associated with them. Imagine you got a business partner and you spend 8 years building something up, and then the exposure takes place where you go. And you go from having a 4.8 on Google to a 1.2 with nothing but accusations of child predator shit. Um, I'm about to start blocking motherfuckers, y'all. Don't piss me off this morning. I'm on one. I'm not in the mood. Tomorrow it's free speech. Today, if you're a dick, I'm blocking you. So that's all. You know, I've seen people here that I know when they dox a Pred's Facebook to I went pretty hard on Mark and I went pretty hard on Jonathan Robbins. But yeah, I even said last night, Ed's got to go. He's causing more division by staying here. So, all right, y'all. I'm finna start blocking right now. And I don't care about online relationships, fucker. I don't like conflict. I like my place to be a place where everybody more or less gets along. And yeah, Haystack brought up a good point. I went over to a blocked. Let's see who else getting blocked today. Who else getting blocked today? So yeah, it's my chat, y'all. I didn't go live because of Ray, but yeah, you gave Mark a fucking harsher one than me. But apparently there's a group that, you know, and I say you can clip that. Like I reamed Ed out in private where I'm like, the doxing shit is fucking, I think it's feminine in nature. Like it doesn't take a tough guy to release somebody's fucking information on the internet behind an edited video. It's really, yo, let's go Knicks tonight for real, good guy. Let's fucking go. Go New York, go New York, go. Yeah, so that panel last night. If somebody wants to drop a link to it, it was that Clovis lady, and she's making there's people that say that they are a Ray. I got drunk at 5 a.m. in landscape and planted marigolds in the neighbor's front garden for Mother's Day. How's that for good news? Okay, that's yo. John Starks is my favorite. Number 3 when he dunked on Jordan. I still got that poster somewhere. So here's the accusations that they got. That Clovis lady and them, people are making accusations that they're an extortion ring, and they place CSAM on people's hard drives and then extort them for money. And then that Sally lady is saying that they murdered the kids. Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't need that shit in our community. And you know, I would say that to Ed's face. You know, like, please just keep those people away, because all it's doing is it's pulling people apart. It's causing more of a divide. Like, you don't need anybody to defend anybody. Have your day in court. Yeah, I was on there for an hour and I didn't get like a word in. She just that lady can go. I don't know. That's a weird. I thought we had some shit over here. That's a whole nother level of. That's a whole nother level of fucking. We don't need that over here. We have enough infighting and drama. Who would take a chance? I got no idea, man. I'm not a computer dude, but yeah, y'all should I wouldn't chat over there. I wouldn't get involved. But if you want to feel better about our community, just go watch that stream. And they kind of unpack that Denise lady for me. And woo, I will. Yeah, that's be easy too, FM. Take it easy, my man. But we can't discuss Locke because again, another online relationship Ray needs to preserve. Somebody come to me with what Locke's done, and I'll discuss it. Uh, Meow broke the fucking shit on my panel about Jonathan Robbins, and people send me screenshots. They get read directly to me about her doxing people from CPP. That's how I didn't get involved. Mark decided to come on my panel and talk about decoying somebody without an age drop. We can, and you can talk about whatever you want here. What has Locke done? And also, you can say everything you want behind a nameless and faceless avatar. You can come up to chat if you want. No, we don't need it in the community, FM. That shit needs to stay the fuck out. Anybody from that community, my mods, you have the right to ban them on site. Any single one of those people that tries bringing over that shit over here, no need. Hell yeah, Blaze. Here we go. What have you done in the community? Blah, blah, blah. See ya. What's up, fucker?
What's up, motherfucker? Good day, good day. Got two friends on the line, and they've already gotten sexual. I'm just waiting for the meetup to actually be corresponded.
Okay. Are these local?
Yep, they're very local. One's about 30 miles, one's about 15 miles away.
So are you trying to make this happen for today, or is this going to be in the future?
This is going to be in the future because they're being cautious on like meeting up so far. It's just really weird that they haven't actually mentioned the meetup, but they've already sent naked pictures. They've already sent, after the age drop, and their point that they say that they like teens. So basically, I'm just waiting to see if I can get that extra charge added on. I already have all of his info, but if he keeps dragging it on, and I get pissed off enough, he's already got a charge by sending illicit pics to me. So yeah, basically like sprawled out. In his tiny little 2-inch mushroom.
Bullhand says, Ray, I
Where'd
had a
you go, Ray?
massive. Uh, just trying to get through these comments, and everybody got a lot of shit to say.
Well, smuggling some melons in there. Yo, these motherfucking melons can actually fucking move, so go ahead and talk more shit. It's all fucking muscle, bitch.
Yeah, that's
I can curl like up to 110 pounds. I can go ahead and freaking bench up to 320 pounds now.
who can bench 320 pounds?
Me.
You can bench 320 pounds?
I used to be 285, and I used to do push-ups all the time. Yeah, I can do 320. I can only do it, but I can get it up there. I wanted to see what my max was, and it was 320. My most comfortable, where I could still keep sitting there and pushing, pumping, is like 280.
Good for you, Bubba. How old are you, Blaze? 38?
I'm 40.
40 years old? Fuck, man. That's
I used
I think
to
we're at the
like lift weights in high school every morning in school. I used to be a deaf kid. So I used to lift weights in school, and every morning when I went to school, and right when I went to gym, that was the only thing I wanted to do instead of playing basketball or anything like that. And the coach was like, "Go for it." So went for my back surgery, and I ended up losing like about 100 pounds of muscle.
Jesus Christ! So you were a fucking monster, huh?
That's what happens when you don't work out anymore. You fucking get smaller and smaller, and it just turns into fucking saggy skin, which was pissing me off. So I got back to the gym. That's not happening. These testosterone pills are fucking kicking me in the ass to get me out of the house at night.
Yeah, I do. That dude does not put up three wheels now. I tried to put up four wheels the other day, Michael Beverly, and I failed pretty good. Took me out for about 2 weeks. It was pretty shitty. Yeah, I'm getting old, Blaze. Whenever I try to go hard to push myself like that, something always fucking pops or tears, and I feel shitty. So
Uh,
yeah, I
do
don't know
you
what else we
use, what
want to
is it
talk.
called? What is it? Creatine. Do you use creatine at all? What it
No,
does is
no
actually
haystack.
replenishes. The creatine actually replenishes your muscles a lot quicker. It allows water and everything to restore them. So if you start ripping, that's what you want.
No haystack. I did not get kicked out. I had a falling out with someone that I used to do something with. I did not get kicked out of the community. And I left him. Um, the details are not important, but I mean we're cordial now. But yeah, the direction of where we wanted to go was very different. Everybody wants to know the dumbest shit, Blaze. Wild. I don't get it. Mods, do your work. So yeah, Ray, have you checked up on Locke? It's the kind of thing you do. He reached out to me yesterday. The guy Locke lost his shit, man. He was fucking going nuts when other people went live when he was live because he let other people take over his channel and
So how
yeah.
was that takeover when he let people take over his channel?
Uh, I mean the writing's on the wall. You can kind of see
I'll have to go back and
zero
check it
job,
out.
zero jobs, zero bitches, zero catches. Wow, that's a wild name. Ray or Blaze, what are your thoughts on Jeff Cavalier from Athlean X? I know who he is. I don't know enough to talk about him. I think he's a great marketer. Greg Doucette's pretty funny. Derek from More Plates, More Dates is pretty cool. I'm fond of him. No, I was never even like in that community, LARP. There's a couple of channels that I tune in, but I'm not active in the chats. We used to live stream during the fights together, and we would do some predictions and breakdowns. This is probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Um, this is before I even knew how to go live. So he was pretty much there for the technical aspect, and we wound up. We had a decent little fan, nothing big, but back then it was hard to get. Shut the fuck up, Haystack. I'm not banning you guys. Like, if I know who you are, you're not getting banned. If you come in on an alt and say some dumb shit, you're gonna get sniped. But no, I'm not community. I really don't actively chat in any like I consume content, like I watch shit from other communities, but I don't really talk to anybody in other communities. It's not like we are here where somebody's live 24/7. We can chat with each other and shit. And in the other communities, like Chael Sonnen's one of my favorite. Bad Guy Inc. He doesn't bring people up on panels. Same shit with Mike Bisbing. Same shit with John Anik. Same shit with Big John McCarthy and Josh Thompson. It's not like our community where they interact on panel with the fans. Are you a member of another community, Blaze?
Say what?
Are you a member of another online community?
Well, Nanya's community, another community is Craig's community. He sits there and sings, and he doesn't really deal with any of the catching stuff. He, welcomes us in, but we sit there and listen, like singing communities and stuff like that. Positive shit. I don't get into like the negative drama bullshit. But yeah, I've seen a couple of positive communities. There's ghost hunting too, and stuff that I'm interested in. I actually look up, and there's communities about them. So
I mean, can somebody tell me what year the Las Vegas shooting is? Because for there to be an online community entirely dedicated to one event, I'm gonna guess that was probably 7 years ago. Am I crazy, or is that sound about right?
yeah, it was like a few years ago, something like that. I can't remember. All right.
Oh God, I was calling myself a fan on those channels. So if I spoke out of pocket, sorry, not sorry, but yeah, like Mike Bisbing ain't bringing up anybody on panel to talk about the recap on Cejudo versus Sterling. That shit's just not going down. 6 years ago, yeah. So for there to be an entire online community dedicated to something that like one like a 3 hour event from 6 years ago, like how long can you continue to talk about? That would be like if there was a Alex Catch's EDP community. Like all they do is talk about and there are channels out there just dedicated to EDP. It's pretty wild.
What kind of apple jelly? Is it a Macintosh? Is it Granny's? Macintosh is one of my favorite apples because it's like soft and juicy.
Is that a fact, LARP? Is it now just kind of? I thought they were called the Vegas shooting community. So if I'm wrong, I mean there was Sandy Hook, there was Vegas. Like I thought it was just the Vegas shooting community, but whatever. I could be wrong.
Wasn't there a
It,
conspiracy theory about Sandy Hook too, way back in the day, because the parents were smiling, the kids got shot when they came out on the porch? It seemed like it was a total setup. A lot of people were saying that one too.
Here's a fun question: who did you look up to as a kid? Who did you want to be like when you grew up, Blaze? Pick somebody.
Yeah, who did I want to be like? It definitely wasn't my father. It was my uncle. He ended up helping a lot of people. Opened up a kitchen to help feed the homeless down here in Fitchburg. He owns a restaurant. He did a lot of stuff, and he just recently passed away from COVID. But yeah, he was definitely a business entrepreneur. And he knew his shit and how to treat people, and everybody.
Yo, wait a minute. What is Alex Jones not allowed to talk about? People are saying that you fucked up, Blaze.
Say what?
What did Alex Jones get in trouble for?
I have no clue. I don't know who Alex Jones is. Sorry. I don't keep up with news and current affairs like that much.
Some people could see Ed on a computer, dead ass looking at CP, and their Stockholm syndrome would tell them he was doing something. No, man. I hope he's innocent. If he's guilty, like I still think that he needs to step away.
He wasn't allowed to defend himself in court. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that. As far as I knew, it was a conspiracy theory because the parents were coming out, and yeah, they were coming out smiling on their kid just passed away. Why would you come out laughing on the porch? I mean, I saw the TV shows of that because it was all over the news and every single friggin' station that there was.
Well, I'm the MMA community is pretty big. The fitness community is pretty big. I mean, I listen to, I like Dave Rubin. I like Tim Pool. I used to like Gavin McGinnis before he fucking lost his shit. Some of Vice used to be kind of neat, but
Yeah.
finding that Vegas community, bro. That's fucking like that's some don't fuck with cat shit. Like it's really fucking weird. Like it's super fucking weird. No, I don't
Say
listen
it with your
to I
chest,
don't
younger
listen to Brendan
man.
Schaub. Yeah, since everybody needs to know, yeah, I went in on Ed in private. Bobby said it best. If for the community, he needs to step back and just stop causing harm. And I never supported his doxing. I never supported his exposed videos. Like it doesn't bring anything good to people. There's a lot of people here that don't do shit that I like. But I've already said it like 40 times. Even the guys that I've caught that want to meet with kids, if somebody wants to try, like if Mark called me today and said, "Hey man, can you help me find a detox or something like that?" and I want to try to get some, I'd pick up the phone in 2 seconds and try to help them. I can hate what somebody does and not hate them. Oh, shut the fuck up. It's always an open panel, and Blaze ain't a fucking gatekeeper, dude. Because I know him in private. Haystack. It's different. I don't
How
really know
come a
Mark.
gatekeeper here? There shouldn't even be a fucking gatekeeper here. There's no need for it. We're our own people. We're our own entities. We can take care of ourselves, our own mistakes that we gotta own up to, and if we screw up. So, fuck gatekeepers. That's what I say. Because I ain't listening to them.
I don't talk to anybody 2 times a day, Pat Con. Every couple of days, I usually reach out to the people. No, nobody gets to talk to me 2 times a day. You guys got 10 more minutes where I'm going to entertain this shit, and then we're going to move on to the conversation.
That thing's fucking clogged.
I'm just going to leave the panel. We're going to let Red Hood and JT Colfax fucking pull up. They can handle their shit.
You got more people coming up here?
I don't know, man. We'll see if anybody wants to.
Let's go, people. Get your asses up here. Don't be chicken.
The guy that
Good going stream right now. Oh, where is my cat? I want a good hit, and I didn't get it.
LARP, that was the day that Jonathan reached out to him to get a hold of me. So if there was a time that I spoke 2 days, it was the day that Jonathan was making. I don't want to say it just again because I'm like involved in that fucking police thing, but anytime somebody makes a certain type of statement that they might do something harmful, like you got to cover your ass. So that was my portal of communication to Jonathan was through him. So. Nah, bro. There's no twice a day. No twice a day with anybody except somebody was right, except my wife. And a lot of times those wife conversations. Are you married, Blaze?
Not married, but I've been in a relationship for 4 years with 10, and my past relationship was an 11-year marriage, and never gonna get married again unless I know it's the right person, and 10 seems to be the right person. So, looks like it's gonna happen sometime years.
Does anybody know what this reference to a Pepsi is about? All I wanted was a Pepsi, and she wouldn't give it to me. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Yo, Red. But yeah, we don't need that community over here. It's a bad look. It's a bad day for everybody, and some people need jobs and they need friends and they need fucking ambition. I remember back in the day too, man. Like the community was about catching predators. It's kind of weird when was Alex the first one to find somebody that had CP? Because I remember when that started to become more prevalent in the exposures. Do you remember that? Who was my favorite catcher before I started catching? Way back, Surrey Creep Catchers. You're done, bud. That was my guy.
Mine, I'll always say it is PP Mass, hands down. Second place is PCI PCM. And third is Alex. That's just my list personally.
Thank you, Terrence. That's very kind of you, sir.
No.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Boy, that hit wrecked me.
I'm excited for tomorrow. The guy has fuck. It wasn't kidnapping of a minor. It was he's got a weird charge against a minor. It wasn't sexual. It was fuck. So would have it, but I'm excited for tomorrow. TC, pull up and say good morning, Terrence. Don't be a punk. Pull up and say good morning to everybody. The people miss Terrence Castingway.
Dude, we all miss TC. TC was a cool guy.
TC is a cool guy.
He used to come back up on screen and say hi and shoot the shit because, it's been a while. TC, are you just going to tease us in the chat?
What's up, Terrence?
What's up? What's up? Just give me a minute and I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll be left forward. About that.
Abduction of a minor. That's what it was. The charge was abduction of a minor.
So who's the
What's that?
who's the guy in the Ghostbuster?
That's LARP Busters.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen him in the chat?
Oh, I saw him in the chat, but I just don't remember it being Ghostbusters, man. One of my favorite movies too, especially the newest one that just came out.
I enjoyed the newest one that just came out. Hey, Nevermore, if you want to pull up Nevermore, that'd be great.
It actually,
I want you.
I liked Ghostbusters so much back in the day that when I watched that one, when Egon came back like as a ghost form and held a proton gun with his grandchild, dude, a tear came out, like
Dude,
literally.
that really looked like God, why Harold Ramis? Like it looks so fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
I did see John Wick 4. I still have yet to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but
Is the third one out? Damn,
say that again. Yeah. What up, Wog?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. We
Logging
just
his
fucking.
shots, yo. Here we go.
So you got a catch tomorrow, Ray?
I mean, I have a catch scheduled. We all know how shit can go tits
Threads
up
can
with a
be.
heartbeat.
Yep.
That's why I try not to like count my fucking eggs before they hatch. But
Oh.
yo, I watched
You just had to get in there.
fucking Road Rage in the morning with Wog. I love it. That's
He just
fucking
had to get it.
outstanding, bro.
He had to cut in front of me. There was nobody behind me. He just had to squeeze in front of me. Because I drive
You know
a
what I like?
Mercedes.
If people actually do cut in front of me and they actually fucking slam on the gas and just go to get the fuck out of the way, I don't care about that. But when someone cuts in front of me fucking miles slower than the actual speed limit, it drives me absolutely batty.
No, I mean, there was literally no one behind me. Made this sped up to cut around to go around me to get in front of me to take a left
Yeah,
when he could
some
have
people do that.
easily could have just got behind me.
I saw somebody
Then
the
you,
other day,
then
like
you got people.
I saw someone the other day just texting, and they ran into someone at a red light. I mean, not super
Oh my
fast, probably
god.
like 10 or 15 miles an hour, but
Yeah. The people I hate the most is when you're driving down the road and a person's going to take a left and they pull all the way right to take that left.
Yeah.
And they got this
Well,
small ass little dinky.
Or the people that slow down in the middle of a turn when like pulling in somewhere.
Yeah, they come almost to a complete stop.
Yeah.
Ooh!
yeah, Wog, have you ever fallen into that, like the Vegas shooting community? Have you ever gone over there or like dipped a toe?
Can't say that I have.
Yeah, don't. Can somebody tell me, did Rami wreck his Tesla last night, or are people just talking shit? Blaze or Wog, did you guys say somebody said Rami got in a car wreck last night? Is that real?
Oh, I don't know anything about that either.
Oh, his boy got in a wreck. Oh, was the kid okay? Like, was anybody hurt? Bro, Rami's Tesla has more mentions on YouTube than fucking EDP. I'm just throwing that out there now.
And sure. I'm black. Oh, sorry, I'm back.
Let me get this right.
Sorry.
Did Rami crash his Tesla?
Are you black again? Guess who's black? Tell a friend. Guess who's black?
I'm
Guess
back
who's
in
black?
black like Savvy.
Black Sabbath? That's a cover band for Black Sabbath? Oh, shit. What's up this morning, Larp? What kind of shit we gonna talk today?
Ray, today we're here to bust open the gates.
How are we gonna bust the gates open?
Well, were you in contact with Edward during the period of time after you stopped doing White Guy Wednesday until you came back into the community?
No, I don't think I was in contact with Kodiak reached out to me a little bit. Swamper reached out once or twice. I think it was just Kodiak and Swamper. I might be, but no, I was not in contact with, I talked to Brenda a couple of times. Yeah, I talked to Brenda a few times, Kodiak and, Swamper like once or twice, but that's it.
Oh, it was okay.
Well, to be
Thank
blunt
you.
here, buddy, this is why you shouldn't come back and just start sucking on somebody's 4.5 incher like there's no tomorrow. If you had any idea how much fuckery Edward was directly involved with during the entire time that you were gone, you might feel a different kind of way about him.
Yeah, I unstubbed from everything. You know who brought me back? You know who brought me back to the community? Oddly enough,
Who?
fucking. I get a text one night from Nate, and he's like, "Yo, pull up, man. Let's." Me and him kind of, talked about a couple of things. A few truths came out, and we patched everything up. And I thought it was just regular old boring locksmith nighttime panels, but a lot had changed in the time I was gone. A lot.
Everything changed, man. And this is why you're getting so much flack from the chat, because you don't have any idea. Like, Edward spent like 6 months trying to push this bullshit that Tommy raped Sherry, the lady that decoyed from him and all this stuff. Never provided any evidence. Just like his CP bullshit, the story flip-flopped like 10 times. I mean, there's no receipts. He's clamoring the
Wait,
entire
did you
time.
say
Oh,
he
he
flipped?
has the receipts.
Did you say he flipped lock or flip flopped? I'm driving in the mountains.
Sorry, I don't know. I went back and listened to when I was on the other day. Like, I hope I'm not cutting in and out, but he flip-flopped.
Okay.
Like, the whole story, kind of like the linchpin was this shirt that Tommy supposedly ripped off Sherry. And for months, they kept saying, "Oh, Sherry has the shirt. Sherry has the shirt." And people would tell Edward, "Yo, dude, come on, let's see the shirt. Let's see the fucking shirt. Like, pull out the evidence. Bring out the shit." Never, never, never. Edward just kept changing the story. And then, like, later on in the whole saga, the story changed to, oh, Tommy had the shirt because of something that he had like said on a chit chat, which was just the fucking sarcastic bullshit. Like, this is what Edward does. He takes a moment of sarcasm, he clips it, he runs with it like it's the truth. But the entire time, his entire story is bullshit. But he just takes advantage of these people on here who are naive, who are looking for friends online because they're lonely or they're bored or they're like, stay-at-home moms or whatever, but they just got time on their hands. They don't have other adults to interact with, and so they come online, but then they get taken advantage of people like Edward, who are all fucking like just psychotic, basically.
Can somebody can you confirm, or can somebody confirm if this is true? What my number one simp fan, Mr. X, is saying? Ed and Bill tried to set up Tommy on a fake catch where he would get assaulted by bikers.
Yep, that was part of the Sherry rape thing. That was the end of it, but I think Twomper or someone kind of like brought it out and kind of like averted that whole thing. But yeah, because her like ex-husband is affiliated with this biker gang. I can't remember what the name of it is. I'm sure someone will. But yeah, they were trying to set Tommy up in a catch. Then they were gonna set him up on a catch, and then they were gonna have the bikers confront him or something.
What's that? Conspiracy? That would be fucking conspiracy. That would be like conspiracy. Like, how do you not charge if somebody fucking assaulted?
You're roboting bad.
Am I still roboting, or am I good now?
You're good now.
Oh, I said, how did nobody catch a conspiracy charge, like conspiracy to commit battery? I'm not arguing
Well, for starters,
if we're going to talk about this. Right, but still, if there was proof that there was conspiracy to say it's, if we knew somebody was trying to hire a contract killer, I don't know how big you are in like true crime, but you ever see when the cops pretend to be hitmen to see if they can get someone to hire them to kill a spouse?
Yeah, this wasn't a hitman thing, though. I mean, maybe you could get conspiracy for something else, but I mean, I don't know.
It's
To me,
basically
this
a
is just
hit.
internet bullshit. The only person that could turn that ops maybe is like or something directly in it. I mean, I got better shit to do. But honestly, there's just so many like different things like this that Edward, Bill, and this small team of people have been directly involved with, and people are just clueless.
Somebody, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure the only Discord I was ever in was the White Guy Wednesday Discord, and I didn't even start the Discord. I think Locksmith did, and so no, I was not. I was not in any Discords, and the White Guy Wednesday one was pretty much wide open. So no, I was not in any private Discords. And now I'm in two Discords now, and I'm in no Gildeds. By the way, LARP, Cat Girl made a request for you to come back to her. You do with that as you will.
Yeah, I got off Discord and all that shit just precisely for this whole reason. There's just like to me, that's where the epicenter of the fuckery.
Like back channel communications.
Exactly. That's where like everyone's in the group chats and that's kind of where it all started. But yeah. See, I was in the FEC Discord for I don't know, maybe like 5 months or something last year. And that's kind of what like how I learned about all this stuff. I kind of saw some of it behind the scenes when it was coming out and stuff. And I mean, when the whole Roach server thing came out and some of that kind of stuff emerged into the light of the community.
Hold on. What is a Roach server?
That was like one of the main places where Bill, Ed, Dragonfly, just Jules 123, AK Nairobi. I don't know, a whole bunch of these people were kind of like on there. That was like their little gatekeeper, and it got infiltrated by Dex, the hacker. And they kind of like turned it out to the whole community. Everyone saw the fraud and the fuckery and the fakery, but then like 3 weeks later, everyone forgot about it.
Malaysian
What's
guy?
that, Dr. Roboto? Paging
I said,
Dr.
is
Roboto.
Dex the Malaysian guy?
Precisely.
Am
the
I still
Malaysian
roboting?
hacker. No, you're good now. It's kind of like intermittent, at least it is for me. I don't know about everyone else.
Was there actually anybody from Malaysia or no?
No. I was just a brilliantly played fucking ploy of Twomper and someone else who shall not be named. But...
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, these people are so dumb and so just doped out all day they can't even fucking see the obvious play right in front of them.
What made you ask me if I was communication with anybody while I was gone?
Because you came back. Here's how I view it. You came back not knowing like anything. The community was in such a different place when you left, man. It was like I could troll places and I wouldn't be banned hardly anywhere. Like back then, it was like CPP was the only place banning me. Now everywhere else is, and CPP doesn't ban me. It's bizarre. It's like upside down world now. And if you came in like not knowing that Edward has been involved in like, I mean, I don't even know. There was a Great Grandma Unplugged thing like every 6 weeks.
I wasn't. I want to say I left in December of 2021. And I guess I came back probably October, November. So when I say I was gone for 10 or 11 months, I don't even really think I watched many catches. I'm trying to remember if I did, but I mean, I'm sure I caught a couple of live ones, but I unsubbed from, and I don't think anybody else had panels back then other than Locke. I don't even think Edward had. I don't even think Edward had a channel back then.
Yeah, it was a lot more intermittent. He's always had a channel. Dude, this motherfucker's been on YouTube longer than me. Like, this guy's been hopping from community to community, doing this kind of shit, like, all over the place.
I want to give a shout out to Haystack real quick. With the Wyclef Jean reference of Ray was gone till November. I see what you did there, and I respect it and I appreciate it, Haystack. Every time I make a run, will you turn around and cry? You remember that song, LARP, or are you too young?
No, I don't. I never liked that kind of music, really. I never
What do
jammed
you
out
like?
to
Are you a
Wyclef
fucking
Jean.
Fish fan, like Coheed and Cambria and shit?
Fuck no, dude. I like a lot of
Well,
different stuff. I'm wide open. Can go for some certain kinds of hip hop, not really mainstream, classic rock, some metal, just a wide variation. Twomper kind of has a similar musical taste to me.
well, the other thing is too is I don't even think that Bill had a channel when I left. I don't recall him. I don't recall him having a channel.
Dude, he's always had a channel. He may not have done. I don't know if they were doing panels then, but they were doing stuff behind the scenes. Regardless, the panel thing is kind of a recent development, but the behind the scenes stuff has always been there.
Yeah, that's
So you might want to find someone who has some of this stuff categorically categorized and logged and everything, and just go back and look at the different fuckery things. Hold on.
Clovis is live with a message to predator catchers.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I really came up here to say. But oh, actually, I do want to say one other thing. Honestly, Ray, it was pretty fucking disappointing what happened the other day, dude. Like when I was on your panel, I was like, it was a little bit of a milestone. It's probably only the third panel I've been on, and I would never have came up on your panel had I not seen you kind of like moving over to our side of the fence where you're vocal about shit like what Edward has going on.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on, and he needs to figure it out. And it doesn't need to be,
But you see,
it
you'll say
causes.
that, then when he had that panel, you're like all sympathetic for him, but you don't know what kind of shit he's done. How many like women he doxed? He doxed Catgirl just because she made an alt account about Eddie's 4.5 incher, but she was one of like probably 10 different people that did it. And just because he could easily trace her account back to her, he just fucking doxed her. He doxed, and she has kids. Why doesn't anyone bitch about that? And I mean, there's so many other things, dude. Like, honestly, I would have to sit here and probably make a list for like 2 days. I mean, I could list off every major fuckery thing. Edward, Bill, Blue was involved in a lot of it too, but Edward and Bill, they're like, I see them as the same person.
Wait, do you
Like,
say Edward and
literally,
Bill or Edward and Blue?
Edward and Bill. I
Okay.
see Edward and Bill as basically like a unit. Even if Bill is kind of coming out like, oh, talking about Ed in a negative light, I bet you money you wait like 4 to 8 weeks and they'll be back paneling it up, fucking sucking each other off. Like, that's just how they roll. And kind of Locksmith is usually kind of in that group too, even though they talked shit on him and said they wouldn't let their sisters date him and that he was a narcissist and like verbally abusive and manipulative and
They
shit.
said Locksmith is a narcissist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they used that specific word. Edward and Bill were like, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't let my sister date him." You know, he's like, they saw his messages and stuff like after the Lily docs, which was another dumb thing that happened. And yeah, so
Okay,
but
that's where I was gone, Cap. This is common knowledge, sir. I was gone for about a year.
but this is what people have been trying to tell you, this kind of stuff, buddy, and you've been like fucking just on another plane of existence. And we all thought you were coming around, and then everyone was just like, "What the fuck? He's on Edwards, like over there, like patting him on the back, like there, little Edward. It's all gonna be okay." Like, dude, this guy does not deserve, like, God can forgive people and stuff, and I'll try to do that too, but man, fuck that guy, dude. He's been involved in so much fuckery. He's like the main person that's been divisive in the community with his anti-thaw rhetoric and all his fucking bullshit, dude. Him and Bill, they gotta go. People need to stop letting him up on their panels. People need to stop going on their panels. People need to just fucking push him out. I don't block anyone. I don't ban anyone, but fuck those guys.
Yeah, you don't normally see me many places, and I didn't pat him on the back, and I think I snapped. If you get the soundbite, there was one day I fucking went off on Sam and Ed because the Florida trip was coming up, and like it was just Antita, Antita, Antita. And I was on the way back from I actually remember where I was. I was on the way back from Atlanta. It's when I hung out with Vic for the day. And my wife was sleeping in the car. Like she sleeps, she passes out whenever we drive somewhere. And I was like, "Are you fucking happy?" It was one of the few times where I kind of like lost I went full on locksmith. Like somebody should have made a fucking song about it. And the obsession is like, and this is where like I'll kind of push back a little bit. Is when I was on that side of the fence, I was pretty vocal about not being Antita. Will you give me that much? LARP?
You were in a sense. I mean, like I never really heard you bash Tommy and all that. And I mean, I get that. But this is different though, too, dude.
Oh no,
This is
just
just
let me.
about their hatred for Tommy. And Edward shit involves something completely different, dude. This involves like looking at stuff that hurt little fucking kids, dude. I got kids, and I'll tell you what, man. Like if I knew for sure that he was guilty of that and I saw that motherfucker, I'd beat him. Fuck, dude. You don't even want to know, man. Pull an NV cap over here. Full cap.
Red button.
Wolfman's boob says that me and you are sus, LARP. Yeah, do you have a
I'm proud of
response?
these motherfuckers.
Wolf. Oh fuck, dude. The alt accounts around here are
Sometimes I even
hilarious.
sit there and go like this.
I don't care,
Did you-
dude. I don't care what anyone thinks about me on here. Honestly, I'm still gonna. I've pretty much called it how I saw it from day one, and I don't care, dude. Honestly, fuck it. Fuck anyone who talks shit. I'll talk shit 10 times harder, dude.
Wolf gonna get me struck. Free the toddies. Well, when you reach middle age, the body changes. It's like the fucking opposite of puberty. You go from
Yeah.
like erections and musculature to like bad hips, pendulous breasts, and a receding hairline. It's
I don't have
yeah,
that
it sucks,
yet,
man.
bro. It ain't coming.
No, you're fucking you're cash money on that. Yeah, that's the doxing shit, man. I can't get behind, and some of the hit pieces, and um
Well, it depends who we're doxing.
I won't even dox a predator, man. That's the rough. That's where I
So
even went
is
nuts on
Edward Leonard
Edward.
Stairs off the table?
What do you mean? Is he off the table?
As Edward Leonard stares off the table.
I don't. What do you? I don't know what you're asking about a table. Like I'm at a loss here.
Lark,
Like,
that
can
was
we not?
good.
Are you
Human
asking? Can we not
technical,
talk
but there
about it?
you
I don't know.
go.
I don't know what you're asking.
All right. I caught on
Yeah,
to that though.
off the table. I don't know.
What about Willard Powell? Are those two predators off the table to be doxxed?
Oh, you mean doxing them? No, I mean their names are out there. Like Bill Powell's always
Right
been Bill
over his
Powell.
head. Yes, yes. Ray, Larp is saying pretty much Ed's full name, and he's asking you about doxing. It just went right over your head.
Oh well, if you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword. If you're gonna dox people out there, you can't be fucking surprised when they put your shit out there. You reap what you sow. That's on him. You know,
Yep.
just dox
I'm
it,
just
like
saying.
doxing every. I never really respected like the internet tough guy shit where like you're gonna try to ruin someone's life or somebody's business behind a sock account or behind a name, or if you're gonna
Dude,
stab
if you
somebody,
don't get
stab them in the
if
front.
ooh man, my voice just cracked. If you don't see the irony here though, dude, like come on, man. Like these motherfuckers have doxed countless people in the community. No one said shit to them. Some of those people even became their best friends, like Cat Eyes. What kind of Stockholm syndrome is that, man?
Is it illegal to dox? Like, is it a crime?
It depends.
What does it depend on? Like, when does it become a crime to dox?
I'm not really sure, but
It's
I
not
mean,
very, it's
if it's
pretty
It's
already,
just
fucking hard, I think, for it to
disrespectful to
become
do.
criminal.
yeah, because
I don't
it's
think it's easily
mostly
criminal.
everything, like names and shit, are public information.
It's more just a thing of decorum. Like those two are total cunts. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the legal aspect comes in it.
What if somebody's like physically harmed as a result of it? Can you be held liable?
Probably depends if you have a good enough lawyer.
But then
Yeah,
again,
because
like we said, man, Edward doxed women who have kids, but Bill Powell wants to come over here bitching about Twomper supposedly doxing kids, which is bullshit and completely bullshit. That never happened. Like these guys, Bill Powell and Edward especially, dude, they're two weirdos. I mean, if you can't put the pieces together now, like, dude, hide your kids, hide your kids.
yes, because the docs aren't what. Before I left, like I don't really remember any of this. Like, really, that's what's weird. Like in the just under a year that I was gone, I mean, it was like Alex and Rami drama. Alex played basketball in the driveway. They had peace talks at a fucking 12-inch table in the middle of a cul-de-sac in Colorado. Um, I don't even recognize it sometimes now that I'm back. Did you hear what I said, Larp?
I heard you say that you didn't remember any of this stuff, and then I
No,
don't know
like
if I got
it was mostly like good spirited and like I don't think the only thing that was really sketchy was when fucking John Bravo and Konevsky showed up to Alex's house, his apartment. That was like that was like the peak of the fuckery. But it was basketball in the cul-de-sac with Tommy. It was and then I come back and it's like I don't even like when I think back to when it used to be fun. I don't even recognize it sometimes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
On Google to a 1 point.
Hey, I gotta jump off here. I'll be in chat.
Okay, Wog.
Okay. All right, I just logged into my iPad so I can see the chat. But that's what, like, honestly, dude, so much happened in the 10, 11 months that you were gone. it was probably already happening a little bit subsurface, but that's when the real anti-thaw stuff got going and everything. Like was right during the time that you were gone. That's when the whole Carrie, the fake rape bullshit came out. Just so many other things, dude. And that's when the whole community, it was just divided over Tommy versus everyone. And at that point, I was still supporting every catcher, but it just got like I love the troll, but it's just kind of exhausting when it's just 24/7 everywhere. So, I mean, it just ruined it for me because it's just people are so brain dead they can't even see what's right in front of them half the time. So,
Did Bill dock Shularp?
he tried to. I'm
I
banned
don't
on his
know.
Instagram and I only have one though. But someone I heard the name, but it's not the right name.
Well, I don't know if Mr. X is asking about. He says, "Did Ray demand that Bill apologize to you?" That's why I'm assuming that he means you, but or she. Is that who they're? Are they referring to you?
Bill tried to dox me like 6 months ago or something. I'm pretty sure. I'm banned. I started to see the name floating around and stuff, but it wasn't. It's not the right name. These guys are idiots. So, like I said,
Yeah, dude. It's I don't even know if I'm happy that I came back. If I'm being honest, I've enjoyed catching like the fucking 13 or so Preds and a couple of nights where we have some laughs and Animal Fury. I'm still on the Kirkland Scotch hiatus. I don't know how long for, but some of those nights are kind of fun. Like this is the part of the key. I don't enjoy it.
I don't blame you, dude. Honestly, like it totally destroyed the community. But if you want anything, if you want it to be anything like it was before, the only way it's going to happen is to get these people that everyone has gone to when they want to release some dirt. Just Bill Powell, Edward, there's a few others, Locke, Sabby. It's just these people like this. They control the narratives. They're all buddy buddy behind the scenes. Some dirt comes out on Edward. I mean, it took those people like 2 weeks to even admit that the paperwork was legit. I mean, these people are scurrying in their minds for any excuse to use. I mean, they're throwing up anything. They're just throwing shit on the wall to see what sticks now, to see what they can do to deflect from this whole thing. I mean, it's all unraveling. But dude, if you want anything to be like it was, in my opinion, the only way it's gonna happen is to get rid of this shit. Get rid of the whole like making the community about Thaw versus anti-Thaw. And that comes largely out of people like Edward. Those are the people that came in and made everyone choose a side, made everyone pick a team. So fuck them, dude. These guys destroyed the catching community. They turned it to shit. They turned it out like it was a cheap hoe. And now it's time for the chickens to come home to roost. It's time for these motherfuckers to get what they deserve. It's time for people to start pushing back on their bullshit, their narratives, the whole thing, man.
I kind of agree. I came into the circulation late when it was doing the thaw thing. It was probably after the Tommy issue with them saying that Tommy did what he did and set him up because I haven't even heard that story. So, like, all I can say is, like, Dale, in my opinion, would have changed a lot sooner. But, as soon as I found out about the CP issue and everything like that, I was just like, I'm gonna totally steer clear of that, and just, I jumped up on his panel because I saw Meow on there and that target for the past like couple of days. So basically, when I saw Meow on there, I jumped up on there, said something to him, didn't even bother talking to Everett, and kept popping out because I just did not want to like be in that chat, but I just happened to scroll by live chats because I was just seeing if there were any paranormal shows or anything new coming on or lives, and I don't have them subscribed anymore, so it popped up. I saw him meow, and I went in there, and they were talking about how he was doing, trying to do the catch, and I was just like, he still totally fucked it up. So, but yeah, no, I steer clear of that shit. I don't want to deal with the drama. The drama's stupid. Drama's like the doxing. That's like threatening a family. Like as soon as you do something like that, so I don't believe that. It's totally disrespectful. It's wrong, and dude, my opinion's totally changed of Edward. I call him Doxword now, because he's been doxing a lot of people, and I don't fucking agree with that 100%. And, you know, someone like that just doesn't have a place in this community.
Edward Doxworth, is that the new name?
Doxword.
Straight facts right there, man.
It lines up, you know, so it explains him, like, to the T, because he's been doing it to, like, everybody that he has an issue with. If you have an issue with them, you don't sit there, you don't fucking expose them. And if you have an issue with someone, their name on a computer. You don't have to fucking talk to them. Don't need to be sitting there pulling
What?
high school shit. Let's dox this person and hope someone goes by and kicks their ass. Like, for real. That's the doxing.
What with a guy? You just poke him in the chest and figure it out. Like, why do we have to do digital remote cyberbullying with like freedom from any physical consequence? Like, how did we get here?
Well, it really makes you wonder how someone
I
can
don't know.
have no job but spend their whole day online doing some fuck shit. Maybe Edward's getting paid for that.
I can't imagine anybody would pay someone to do this. I just don't know where
Pay
the
someone to
monetary.
destroy a movement that's about to make the whole child pedophilia scene like a major national news. Come on, man. The
Well,
shit
then,
was
I mean,
blowing up, dude.
if I'm a guy that actually catches predators, why if let's just say for instance that's true, why the fuck would he try to befriend a guy like me?
Do you not understand how these kind of people operate, buddy?
Well,
They might
we're
cozy
having an
up to you
intervention in front of
while
127 people showing my ignorance. So let's continue the educate Ray Day.
woman, you need to understand, dude. The internet is like the wild, wild west, dude. Anyone can put on any persona and they can present themselves however they want to you. Edward can present himself as the self-righteous guy who has the moral high ground and everything else. But then once it all unravels and you discover that he is a complete fraud, bullshit artist, he is 0% of what he claimed to be. Like, that's exactly how these things work. So someone might come up to you and kind of like cozy up to you to kind of steer the movement in a certain way while also shitting on someone else. Either way, it's a divide and conquer. And they cozy up to people that are easily manipulatable, that they can, I mean, honestly, you've been a great voice for some of these people over the months, man. I mean, they come to you with a story, then you put it out. I mean, there's a lot more. I'm not saying 100% like, oh, Edward's getting paid, but hey, these kind of things do cross my mind when I see this kind of calculated fuckery, all these scams, the great grandma thing. I mean, some of this stuff, if it hadn't been called into question, they had like a GoFundMe set up for that great grandma unplugged bullshit. I mean, seriously, this community is so generous. Like, people donate to anything practically. I mean, there's endless grift possibilities here. There's endless ways to make money, all while dividing and conquering the movement too.
It was great grandma actually requested to speak to me, which is weird because I don't know who she is, and somebody in the community. I won't name I won't name who they are, but they said, "Hey, would you be willing to talk to great grandma?" And I was like, so I thought, like, I'm like, all right, like, fuck it, I'll try to get the story. And much like the Clovis Denise thing last night, I came out of that conversation more confused than I went in. Like I don't
Hey,
know.
Ray,
Yeah.
can you highlight New York Creep's comment? I don't know if you read that one. Thank you. Yeah, he took advantage of a lot of people from what I see. And when those people didn't, conflict with him and help him out, they ended up getting doxxed or got doxxed. It's just, I don't know.
Read Lala's comment, Blaze.
Let me see.
I just pinned it.
Yeah, I know you're in the middle of it all, dude. You got put in the middle of it all like a shitstorm. It'll be like me going on panel and people going like, "What were you doing?" Blah blah blah. And trying to be his buddy. Well, I didn't know about all that past shit that just happened. That Lark that ended up explaining. So you're getting filled in with well, you were gone and stuff like that. So. And Ray even said he already bitched at Ed O on behind the scenes. It doesn't have to be done in person. You know, shit like this, he'll respect try to dox Ray because he did it respectfully back. That I think that's the smarter way about going about doing it. Telling someone they're a fucktard rather than in front of 120 people. So.
Yeah. I don't like where the community's at. I certainly don't like the doxing that Edward has done. What Bill Powell did to Red. Forget the fact that the kid, is I don't want to be insensitive, but disabled, whatever the proper word is. It's Red was a child when he did it. He was 19 or 20. Like he was a baby himself. And some of the when I saw some of the videos of blackmailing people out of the community, there's no excuse for that. And I guess too, I think I underestimate how far my voice goes, because I'm like, oh, like, those people can oust anybody from the community. Like, I can, I do think I probably underestimate either the support.
Ray, you were an important voice. At least I thought. I mean, back in the White Guy Wednesday days, like that's like you were someone that I could fucking troll hard, and you didn't care. You'd come back with a fucking joke or two. You were pretty funny. Kept it lighthearted mostly, and people kind of wanted that back. So when you came back, I think people kind of thought like, oh, maybe like, maybe in the back of everyone's minds, they're like, oh, maybe this will kind of start to head the community in the right direction.
But it's like when I try to do lighthearted shit, people want to talk about the serious shit. And then when I talk about the serious shit, they say I either don't talk deep enough or I don't say what I want to say. All of Edward's chat the other night, if you see when I went on Ed's panel, go take a look at what was being said. I was worse than you and Twomper and Cap and Ryan.
Yeah, but this is all about timing. You came in at a time when things were just like about at rock bottom. So, but the problem is, like, if you want to get things to a different place and in a different space, like these things have to be dealt with. Like, you can't just fucking be like, oh yeah, just let Edward and Bill ride off into the sunset, because they won't, dude. They've been balls deep in this shit for years, probably, honestly. They're not gonna just ride out into the sunset. They're gonna just like Bill, he's not gonna sell his channel. That's just a fucking sympathy thing to get people over there. And as to what Blazin said like a few minutes ago, like did Edward and Bill, did they afford anyone like let's, chastise them in private. Let's talk to them in private. Fuck no. They went live and blasted everything as far as they could. So fuck Edward and fuck Bill.
Yeah, Edward and Bill both, they hosted a panel with a certain community member, pretty much just to slam me. Like that didn't feel good. and seeing the same old people on 13, 14-hour panels with no direction for conversation. It was really just like a Yahoo chat room where people were like, hey, let's be alone together. Like, those like the White Guy Wednesday days, like we put catchers in the limelight. We had funny stories, and it was kind of cool when panels weren't so goddamn often. Like when there comes a certain point in time where you can't talk about ideas or events, and the only thing left to do is gossip. And I wasn't here for it, but I'm going to assume that a lot of this shit went sideways when people could just go into a panel for 7, 8 hours a night, and eventually the Eric and Shonda catch is overtalked, the Rami Tesla thing is overtalked. The DA in Texas not taking, DAP getting their check. Like eventually, all those things, like we run out of intelligent things to communicate on about the
But
things that matter.
do you know how that came to be? PCND, man. Fucking Pred Catcher News and Drama. Go look back at his channel, man. If something happened with Tommy, these guys would literally be streaming about the same shit, like multiple streams a day for weeks, damn near every day, just endless streams. Ta, 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 just ramming it down everyone's throats. But the second something happens, like with Edward, and like, oh, hey, like there's this suspect for child porn, paperwork that came up, it's like 3 streams later, and he's crying like, just stop talking about me, please. It's like, dude, like, read the room, dude. Like everything that you're talking about that in your mind is in a negative light that happened, it was all Edward and Bill at the core of it. A few other people, but they were the main two. Just like the thing with Kevin, do you really think that Edward just like kicked that to Bill? I guarantee you they both knew that it was total bullshit, but they still decided to run with it. Just like Edward did with his polo thing and anyone else. He's like a bitter, scorned woman that uses any kind of bullshit she can to like make the man look bad, to make the person look bad. He gets all this information sent to him. He's not retarded. Well, he's pretty retarded, but he's not that dumb, dude. They knew it was bullshit and they still ran with it, just like they did with many other things, just to smear people. They have got to go. It's not a thing of being sympathetic for him. Like if anyone was fucking traumatized as a child, raped and molested and stuff, dude, like totally got my sympathy. That's fucked up, dude. I think there's only one cure for pedophiles, and that's death. But you can't use that as a crutch and an excuse when you've been involved in so much fuckery and bullshit and garbage. Because that's just like, when people get caught and they use the excuse, oh, well, yeah, like I was, molested as a child, so that's why I'm here. That's not a good excuse. That's not a valid excuse. That does not work in reality. And Edward has tried to use everything in his power as a cop or a deflection or whatever. But this shit ain't going to win. Like, people are not going to fucking forget about this. We're not going to stop talking about it. We're going to.
We're going to what? You cut out.
Sorry, I think it does that every time I yell, but I was yelling, bring it. We're going to bring it. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Has Ed offered to like talk to anybody? Like, I don't know who would be the right opponent. I mean, I know Twomper and Bill had a panel the other day, and I think both guys kind of. It didn't go exactly the way I would have liked to have seen it gone, but I definitely saw Bill get tripped up on a couple of things, and
more than a couple, dude. And if you want to go look at Twomper's receipts, I bet you money it'll be like 99.99% accurate. Bill's a fucking deadbeat piece of shit loser. All I know, man, I'm fucking part of Team Bring It. We're gonna bring it till it's brought. Fuck these guys. This shit is done and dusted.
LARP dusters. Is that the new alt?
LARP dusters. Gate busters.
Yeah, man. It's and I'll say it in front of the buck 40 that we got sitting. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Whatever you say, be prepared to back it up everywhere in the community. Don't come out making some virtue signaling statement to try to appease the 140 in your chat and then go away tomorrow or the next day and fucking backpedal, because that'll be the last move you make backpedaling, bro. People caught backpedaling from here on out may as well just turn around 180 degrees and fucking run their ass out the community. This is about exposing a huge fucking problem in our society and about protecting our kids, man. I got kids. I don't want any fucking scumbags being a part of this community. Anyone who's even a suspect, because it makes you wonder what the fuck happened for them to become a suspect in the first place.
That's been going across my mind the whole time, and that's why I steer clear of that shit. And don't they have a right to a speedy trial to get that shit exonerated?
They do, and it just makes you wonder why it's dragging. And Ed has put up his excuse, but I mean, honestly, there's also the counter that maybe it's way deeper than just what he's letting on, and maybe that's why it's taking so long. Either way,
Yeah, that's
he
a
does not need to be
possibility,
around
and
here.
that's why I stay. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna change my name to Wolfbusters. Hey, this is it's not deflection, but did you know there's actually a sword called the LARP Buster?
It's named after me, Ray, because I cut deep.
You fucking stupid.
You wanted me to bring it.
So do y'all think there's ever do you think there's ever a point where people can just kind of have no community is going to be without drama, but I'm going to copy and paste the link. I think you got beef with who's coming up, LARP.
If it's Aaron Victor
shit,
Cox,
who's coming up?
dude, don't even let this fucking scumbag piece of shit on here.
Who's Aaron Victor Cox?
Detective Gomez.
Where is he from?
He's been on YouTube like Edward. He's a pocket hopper, kind of gatekeeper figure who goes around from community to community, gaslighting everyone and spitting bullshit narratives.
I dropped the link, Tommy boy. You asked for it.
He's almost there. Give him a sec. Sometimes you have to sign in and get a fucking password to get in here. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, so many people in the community have my information. I'm sure it's out there. Like, and I use my face and my real name, so there's really not. You know, I would prefer that people don't fucking harass my business or put Caesar-filled condoms on my door. That would be super. But
come on, Ray. You know you like the Caesar-filled condoms.
No, dude, I got that little attack chihuahua, bro. You pull up on my house, you fuck around, you're fitting to find out.
Last night when I was over. I'm kidding.
Dude, one of the guys that I work with asked me if I could pick up a sales appointment today, and I drive like an hour out this way, and 5 minutes before he says, "Hey, I wound up making it here. Don't worry about it. Turn around." So I'm Ray's a cranky boy. Yeah.
No shit, dude.
I'm very. It's funny. Like I'm not conflict avoidant, but it's I have like an all or nothing threshold where I try to avoid conflict because I don't I don't escalate it well. I go off
Come
the
on,
handle.
Ray. You've been pretty damn soft the last 2 weeks. Don't try to front now. Tommy boy, you still working on that 56K modem over there in Europe, in Deutschland?
What's up, Euro
In the
trash?
basement, you cock.
Dude, I am gonna murder.
In a
Lark.
van down by the river.
Fucking. Hold on. I just got back from the gym. I'm gonna murder LARP. I'm gonna murder this fucking
Did you
guy.
skip leg day again? Like Ray?
I always skip leg day. Actually, I was just out for like 3 days because I don't do legs, and I thought it was gonna be a good idea to do push pulls.
I heard perpetually
rack.
skipping leg day is the best way to actually get bulked up and have, like fucking quad legs.
So anyways,
That's
Lark,
what Ray said anyways.
let me pick this fucking bone with you. You literally took all my fucking content for tonight. I got this dope ass, funny ass JT video ready to
Say
drop.
what?
This hood just coming in, blowing up my spot. And I was gonna pretty much talk on the things that pretty much you already touched on. I have to pull up my notepad here, but the fact of the matter is, and there's gonna be some people that disagree with me. And they're welcome to come up on panel tonight and speak their truths. But I've been here for a while, and I am a bit biased. I don't know the whole story behind FBC, but the truth about it, and I'll show you guys this tonight with some receipts. Whatever FBC was doing, they were doing in the background, right? And if they were, and it was more targeted, and it was done under a cloak, so to speak.
What?
More so than with Bill, Ed, and I don't even want to put Locksmith in there. It's really Bill, Ed. But then you guys got to keep in mind, this is what I'm going to show you guys tonight. Does anyone ever, there's what I've realized over the last couple of weeks, there's a lot of new people here that don't know the saga of this community. And I'm gonna show you a little piece of that tonight. I'm going to show you a little piece of that.
That's one of the big problems.
Anyone ever wonder why JT hates Cap? Anyone ever wonder that? Anyone ever see how JT came into the community? The first panels he was on? Same thing
He
about
wasn't
Sam.
JT, he was Shane McFellows.
Oh, fuck you,
And
Red.
everyone called him a crazy psycho cunt too back then.
Shut up.
They all fucking
No,
were
what the
like
fuck?
anti-JT until they got on his team.
You guys are spoiler alert.
Hey, I told you I'm here to bust the gates, Tommy boy. If you don't want the gates busted open, then
Mr.
just boot me and mute
Gorbachev,
me.
tear down that gate.
No, and then the
This
other
guy's
one is
outside.
the other one is you guys got to think about it. I'm gonna put this together. Think about the other person who came in who perpetuated this single man focus. Right? Was CPP Sam.
Meow meow. Sam.
Sam comes in. Sam comes in, guys. Why do you think that's in my
crackhead
videos?
on patrol.
That's he's a big part of my opening of the intro of my videos is Sam just dedicating his life. He went out and bought a fucking fake bulletproof vest and a new cooler and White Claws and fences. Fucking guy, like people don't know. People do not know.
That's part of the reason why when people like Demo started getting up on Ed's panels, like I would face comments so hard. Like him, Todd, these people that don't know shit about the community, they should not be up on panels speaking on the community. They're literally getting gaslit so hard and they don't even know it because they don't know the backstory. Yeah,
Christy's a good one. But you know who's another good one? And he's gonna come up here and he's gonna probably do some gang shit like he did the other night when I spoke his name once, but is the Marshallist. Marshallist has no idea about this community. I'll show you guys some clips tonight. He's thought this community is a scam from day one, and he said it multiple times. And second of all, you guys realize that he's coming in and he's white knighting for JT, all because Tommy this is the story y'all been fed. And I am not a white knight for Tommy. I am not a white knight for Tommy. Let me clear that up before I say this. But he's perpetuating the story all because Tommy came and threw a business card on his fucking porch. Does anyone know how JT, Mr. Shane McFellows, entered this community? It was
Yes.
through Shane
Yeah, dude, he was
McFellows.
doing a lot of stuff
Shane
in
McFellows.
person
He
around
was
Colorado
harassing.
against CPP.
He was harassing Tommy. He was writing letters, people, under Tommy's name and sending them to his fucking neighbors.
That guy's a fucking weirdo, bro. He literally admitted out of his own mouth, like, you weren't there. He literally admitted to me that for the better part of a year, the only reason he opened his eyes and got out of bed in the morning is Tommy. His whole purpose for existence was Tommy. That's how pathetic this guy is.
So, exactly.
Obsession.
That's
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
just a fragrance.
It's exactly. And everyone, dude, this tough man Marshallist wants to come up here and pitch you guys this story. Oh, this mean man came to JT's house, to this old disabled man, and threw his card on the thing. No, fellas, you're leaving out a major chunk of the story. Tommy's an idiot. In fact, all these fuckers are idiots, but I'm going to fucking shed a light on it. Like, it's so stupid that these people get a platform, and that's what LARP just called out, and that's what I was going to call out tonight, is like, you guys get fed this story that is like not even half the story. It's a fucking quarter of the story, right? And it's bullshit. It's complete, utter bullshit. Like, was anyone around when fucking Bill's channel and fucking Ed's channel were getting like 300 views a video?
Dude, like, I mean, me personally, you could, but to me and other people who were around much longer, you're not saying anything new. But it's refreshing to hear a recount of all that shit. Yeah, it's 300 views.
Yeah.
I mean, barely anyone.
These guys built their lives on Tommy. Edward wouldn't be shit without Tommy.
And I'm so happy. It pissed me off, but Larp brought it up. And I other people are not idiots to see this, but the irony of Ed crying on his panel the other night and being like, I just wish these guys would drop it. Like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Get on every panel and be questioned about this? Yeah, motherfucker. That's why you didn't bring it up. What do you think?
That's what you expected Tommy to do for over a year, for 2 years almost. That's what you demanded him to do. So why can't you do it?
Exactly. God, the irony is palpable. It's palpable, people. And it's tough to like truly see it and kind of be as passionate about it as I am if you haven't seen the full picture. If you haven't seen this shit show from like day one. It's crazy.
Yeah, you have a bunch of people in like NV Caps, for instance, that like when he was on the main NV Cap channel, a bunch of people were like, "Oh, where's Alex? Where's other people?" Like they had no clue what's going on. They're like, but there are people who aren't interested. There are people who have been here far longer than they let on, and they are aware of all this, and they don't forget.
Well, see, that's what I'm getting at. MasterCard saying like, yeah, dude, MasterCard, you know that. There's a handful of us that know this. I would say the majority, they don't, dude. They don't. That's what I'm getting at. And I'm more than happy to have anybody that's been wronged by FBC or that whole thing to come up and speak their piece. But I don't want to blow my whole content, but just people, open your eyes. You think Bill is doing this shit on accident? You think he keeps letting people up and accidentally doing a fucking stream that was proposed for 2 days before, 2 days ahead of time, and they're just going to ironically do it now and it's going to be a total shit show? No, he's doing that because they're doing everything they can to push the narrative back to their side. So they will stretch the truth however possible. If I were you guys and I never spoke on a panel, this is what I would do. I would go to fucking Bill and give him the craziest fucking story ever about Tommy, and that motherfucker would eat it up. And then you could come up here and troll the shit out of him because that motherfucker will buy anything at this point. Anything.
No, wait, no, he wait a minute, that's not true. He was smart enough to realize that he was being pranked by Malaysian hackers, and he went along with it for the better part of a year.
Yeah, right.
Right. Fucking idiot.
These fucking people, dude. These fucking people. I'm telling you. So no, MasterCard, I respectfully disagree. We know this. Most of the people who was just asking the other day. Oh, somebody asked the other day, who's Blue? I'm like, motherfucker, you don't know who Blue is? they were like, La La Blue? And I was like,
Bitch!
no. I'm like, not La La Blue. That's not the blue. What are you talking about, dude? Holy shit.
All I know about Blue is that she owns a website that is dedicated to Thomas Rayfellers.
She is obsessed with that man. Another one.
Yep.
She and JT Colfax are in the same boat. Literally, she
Another
says she
person.
doesn't have time for it, but with the video she edits, come on.
I think he's
It's like a full-time job for these people, dude.
It is.
Oh, this guy and JT are still going ham. JT is so funny. You'll see on this video. It's just a quick clip I got. It's pretty funny. Hopefully, it'll give the community a much-needed laugh. But you'll see, like, dude, all I've done is I've spoken out against their bullshit, and this guy is convinced that I'm a Tommy shill. That he is convinced that I'm like Team Tommy.
Me too.
It's the craziest thing. That's how delusional they are. Like, just the slightest thing that you don't agree with them, if you're not hopping on the 4-inch cock, as you guys keep saying, or whatever the fuck it is, then you're a fucking Tommy shill.
It's not delusion, dude. They do
But Tommy,
purpose because that's the divide. If they say you're a Tommy shield, there's instantly like 2/3 of the community who just put on like fucking earmuffs and they can't hear you anymore. That's what it is, dude.
It's crazy. Like, and that's why I don't think people pick it up. I think about it because I'm making the videos. But, that first video that I dropped, I was trying to show like JFK and Kodiak just going at my throat when I wasn't even in the chat, like talking about breaking my kneecaps and shit like that, and that I'm a piece of shit coming after me. Yes, dude. And like, I'm like, holy fuck, dude. I'm like, holy fuck, this is crazy. I at that point, I didn't even say anything about Ed. All I said was like, this is crazy. We should talk about this, right? That was like 2 days into it after I was on Cap's panel, right? And then people are talking about like breaking my fucking kneecaps. If that's not a cult, people, please tell me what is.
but Tommy's a cult. Dude, Ed, Bill, Tommy, they could all get in the same bin and get chucked into the same truck and put through the same fucking pulverizer in the back of said truck, in my opinion. They could all, I mean, you want to make the argument that Tommy's trash? He is. Fucking, he can get in right along with them. Doesn't matter.
It is. It's the horseshoe theory 101. I'm telling you, I've been saying it for fucking weeks now. It's the horseshoe theory. They get so radicalized that both of them start to share the same values. It's fucking crazy. It's happening in front of our eyes. And the fact that
go ahead.
I'm killing all my content for I don't know how much free. I don't know how much longer you're going to be.
You're cutting it on your content.
Dude, we got 100. We got 140 something people. Why don't we just fucking premiere it now?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Wait, which video is this? Is this a Tommy video or a Blue video?
No, it's a JT video. It's my video. I made it. It's only 3 minutes.
Oh, well then why don't yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll hold off. I'll wait till you're not live. It's all good. This one's playful. This one's nothing serious. But guys, you got to think here, right? So like, JT's a funny guy. He brings some humor to it because he sits on panels alone. But the thing is, see, Red says that because he knows the past of it, and I do too. And it's kind of crazy. I'll show you guys some videos tonight to give you a sense of how JT entered. And there was this really weird time. I think the MasterCards, the LARPs, the Red Hoods can agree with me here. There was this really weird kind of shuffled limbo time that it was like, dude, this dude's a nut job, and look at this dude's past. What the fuck? He said some fucked up things on.
And guess who was crying that out from the rooftops? Edward.
Ed, yes, and he said some fucked up things like turning people into corpses and shit on panels, and everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? And then all of a sudden there was like this 2-month period where there was kind of this shuffle, this scurry, and next thing you know, JT and Ed were like best friends. JT's a smart guy. Yeah, he's a smart guy. Yeah, that's Ed. And who started it? Bill and Ed. They did.
Do you see a common denominator?
Yes, people. Like, you just gotta, and a lot of the stuff's out there. It's actually a travesty if his channel, if Ed's channel goes down. Bill's, there's still a fucking library of shit on there. There was a library of shit on Locks until he ripped it all down as well too.
Yeah, I figured that conversation went something like, "Oh, JT, you hate Tommy? Yeah, I hate Tommy. You hate Tommy? I hate Tommy. Enough said." And then we're
Yep.
best friends now. Yep, that's
Exactly.
as far. And he talks about literally. He talks about, oh, JT's a nice guy. He's smart. He's what? Like fuck that shit. If y'all didn't bond over your hatred of Tommy, y'all wouldn't be talking. Like y'all wouldn't have met. And these people think that these people on the internet will be there for you, like when you know your rainy day fund gets splashed and it starts pouring. They're not gonna be there
Somebody
for
was
you.
there for you on a rainy day, Red.
I mean, so about that, it's not. So you have to. It applies. It's different. It is different. I mean, you're not gonna talk me out of this one, right? It's different. Like
No,
you
I'm not
can.
talking you out of it. I'm just transparency. That's all.
Okay, and I'm trying to be transparent. Like I should have. Okay, I'll give you this. It's different, but for anyone looking at them, looking the type of people they are, it's fucking. It's obvious. Like they're not like Christy, for instance. She genuinely thinks those people up there are her true
Yeah.
friends. Like bleed together, cry together. Like no, Christy. When she gets in trouble, none of them will be there for her.
Yeah, they'll turn her out faster than a $2 whore when the time comes.
Even if she speaks against them too, that's the big thing you got to keep in mind. So if she was to like flip ship, she's got to remember that she should just test the water. Even if she doesn't mean to flip ship, she should just say one thing that flip ship, and dude, you'll see true colors come out real quick. Trust me, the history repeats itself. I got to jump in the shower. I got back from the gym, or I'm gonna start breaking out like Ray's back in his steroids. But if you guys are still alive, I'll jump back up here.
Tommy boy, bad visual, man. Hope you're not over there popping your back zits off cam.
No, but they're no. I don't take
JT
any.
said
I
he
don't
was
take any
gonna.
testosterone.
JT said he was gonna bury Tracy Cruz in cement and a Rockville casket.
Well, I just saw Smashley was the one. So Smashley's also stealing my content. Yeah, she was the first one. She was on one of the first true panels that JT got on, and she was the one that he told you would be a nice person to turn a corpse into, something along those lines.
Yeah,
This guy's
totally,
a fucking
dude.
weirdo,
I
dude.
agree with what you said too about JT. Everyone was like cringed by him when he first came out from Shane McFellows to JT Colfax, and then they all of a sudden became best
Who
of
is
pals.
I know that was his account, but who's Shane McFellows?
That's
I actually don't know.
I have no. It's a name he made up, and the picture.
What's Tommy's
That
brother's
was
name?
his harassing technique.
What's
I don't think
Tommy's
it
brother's
meant to
name?
be
The fellow that went to court.
No idea.
It's not.
I'm
Is
not
it not
sure.
Shane?
No, it's
I
not.
can't remember. I don't think so though.
I'm just trying to understand where
You
the
could go
reference
to
Shane McFellows.
MasterCard's
And
channel
then
and
I don't
check
know
the
if
video. I think it's Jason. That's what it is. Jason.
I don't know if you remember it, but I think I remember Shane McFells was around back when I think like there was an assignment I needed to do for school, and this guy was in my comment section begging me to interview him. He's like, I did this, I did that, I was in prison, this, and I was like, who the fuck are you, bro? Who are you? Like this
grandeur.
some weirdo in the chat begging me to interview him. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You're weird. And then
It's
it turned out
crazy.
to be JT Colfax.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That's yeah. You guys got.
Hey, Redhead, I have a quick
All right, I'll
quick
be back.
question for you. Did you see my video that I put out? My tagged you in it?
I don't know what to tell you. You're not banned. I would know if I
It's
banned you.
weird. Yeah.
I would know if I banned you, my guy.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It is pretty weird though. So, whatever. I don't really care. But
Oh, you don't really care.
now you at least. Well, all I care about. Nah, fuck it. I don't really care. I mean, yes, I took like 5 minutes out of my day to make a quick video about it, but that should prove I'm not delusional, and most of the statements that I've made today are probably 100% correct. The rest of it maybe like 99.9.
Right. So
Did people get Is your medication public knowledge, LARP, or is that a fake accusation? I mean, do you even feel comfortable talking about it or no?
I don't really care, dude. Honestly, at this point,
Like
it
one of the
wasn't
things that
public.
really
I actually only told one person on the entire. That's why I got off Discord, dude. I told one person, and then she was a catfish. So yeah.
So JT, tell Marshallist to send. Actually, no. Someone get Marshallist his Cash App or whatever, and I'll send him those 50 right back. If it means that much to him, if you're bringing it up, surely it means that much to you. And if you're speaking for him, probably means much to him too. So I'll send him that 50 right back, no problem. No sweat off my ass. You know, I
LARP
don't need
does
your money.
take estrogen. LARP has been transitioning since 2016. So yeah, LARP. I just wanted to, man. I didn't want to make reference just because people doxed it. I did not take kindly to people giving you shit for what you may or may not be on.
That's the only thing that they have to use against me. So
The fact
honestly,
that
like I don't like it's fucking retarded, dude. And the reality is that probably 95% of this community has been on drugs or done drugs heavily anyways. I mean, I don't know if people can see the algorithm like is grouped together a whole bunch of like people. I'm one of the like probably few people in this community that doesn't smoke cigarettes, but pretty much everyone smokes cigarettes and
I don't smoke
all
cigarettes.
kinds of shit. So
if somebody clipped it, you could probably on panel about 37 times hear me asking for 2 cans of Copenhagen Mint Long Cut. And I do feel like I should have a promo code for Kirkland brand Scotch at this point. But yeah, the drug addiction shit on both
and you
sides.
see, you know who the first person was to call that out right after the S for suspect on CP charges came out was Edward. And I told him to fuck off. So he tried to do it up on a panel. He called it out, and I was like, "Fuck you, Edward." You know who the catfish went to straight after she got called out in FBC too by Twomper and everything? She went to Edward and Bill and gave up like everyone's DMs and just all this stuff. Like these people are all scum. They're trash. Like
They're trash.
I don't know. I don't treat people like that. I will troll the fuck out of them, but these people are just like disgusting.
So LARP, it's like kind of, I mean, what I'd say about that, it's kind of like, I don't know, for some people, like I can't, like I'm obviously more passionate about the Bill thing because of what he did to me. And Ed, right up until he said "fuck you all," was decent enough. But yeah, it doesn't change the fact that they're literally all of the quote unquote drama stems from them. So it's like, if there's a garbage man coming, then it's time to take the trash out.
Yeah, that's I get messages from 360 degrees saying do this, don't do that, hate this person, don't hate that person, this person did this person did that, and I don't know. I regret. I regret trying to unite. I guess would be. I don't fucking know.
See,
I wish I would have just kind of stayed in my lane and not tried to create a peace between anybody.
You can't. I mean, right? You can't unite. I mean, it's like you can never. Like you will never. You will never. You will never see me and Bill collabing on something important. You'll never see Edward and Tommy collabing on something important. So like this whole notion of uniting, I think that should be a given that certain shit can't be mended, and I will never forget what happened. So, I mean, and I've never once told you like don't like that stream I did the other day. Like I think it was like yesterday or 2 days ago. I meant what I said about how you look for the best in people and you tend to do that. And I didn't shit on you for it. So, but I'm just saying, like, just an external point of view, there's no mending certain things. I won't forget what was done to me, and Tommy won't forget the better part of 2 years of the same motherfucker trying to basically ruin his life. So, and the people that support either of them won't forget either. So there'll always be that divide. There'll always be that grudge, and now it's too big for even anyone to fix. So.
We got one more. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro! You got Kirkland Wi-Fi?
All right, Ray. It's been nice talking to you, but I got to take off. I got stuff to do,
No, you don't.
work and stuff. Totally
Nobody
do,
works.
bro.
Nobody works in this community. Stop lying.
I know, right? I know. It's true. It's true. Most people don't work, but there are some of us who are gainfully employed and actually do more than 40 hours a week of work. So.
Yeah, that's I happen to be one of those people, sir. So I'm gonna drop my Cash App. It's $ Todd S11. If it LARP anybody on panel, I just ask that you donate $15 on the.
Mom
Before
said to
you
cut
go,
it
LARP.
off.
Before you go, the other day someone asked me what I thought about Todd. I'm like, Todd's all right. He's just a little grifty. And somebody made an alt account of a rap star called Lil Grifty.
Lil Griffey. Oh my god.
And I'm waiting for Haystack to put out a trap remix of Fireproof by Lil Grifty. So the challenge has been issued, and
Todd is his own worst enemy, and that he should have just stayed out of the panels and talking out his ass about stuff he doesn't know about. So yeah,
Tommy's
he is a
his own
little
worst enemy
grifty.
too.
I mean that's true
probably
too.
for the best.
But honestly, anyone living their life on live stream is gonna say some dumb shit, you know. So, but yeah,
I mean,
that is true.
so
Tommy has said
I've
some
never said
fucking
anything
dumb
dumb.
Tommy, every chance he's given to capitalize and get one up on Ed or Bill or anyone, he fucks it up and shoots himself in the foot and makes himself look dumber. And that's the reason why Ed and Bill
I don't know
are able to
about
keep up.
dumber, but he
All
just
right,
gets
there.
too excited
That's the reason.
because. But can you blame him? I mean, fuck, dude, these guys have been paneling about him like 24/7. So
I'm not gonna sit here and say that Tommy isn't partly to blame because like that some shit that he does is dumb. Yeah. So I mean,
yeah,
but
way back, he should have shut his mouth when Blonde Java was whispering in his ear. He should have never done or said any of that shit about PP Mass and all that stuff. Like that created 90% of his problems, and he does have a problem with perpetuating the problem, even though he keeps like he'll repeatedly say like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going on any more panels. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that."
And he does it. Yeah.
But I don't totally blame him because, I mean, hey, you got to get a few W's in every now and then. And these guys have been paneling on his ass for fucking damn near a year or more. So
I don't blame him for going on the dub tour, the victory tour. I mean, it looks pretty dumb, but I don't blame him. You know,
the transatlantic dub tour.
Right. On a serious note, the childlike joy, like that you saw Tommy on that like 2-week panel tour. It was I've never seen somebody so happy on Yard Stream. Like the happiness was palpable.
And he was speaking from his chest because he felt like they were predators. So he was like talking to him like he does when he's on a catch. Oh, it was hilarious.
But hey, you get what you reap what you sow. You fucking bashed on him for a better part of 2 years. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, and we're gonna bring it until it's brought, Ed. We're not gonna stop. Fuck you, Ed. Fuck you, Bill Powell. You're done.
And somehow today this will all be Ray's fault again.
Good, because it is.
Fuck you.
I'm mostly joking, Ray, but there's a little truth there, you know.
Mostly.
I mean, this could have been like ripping off a Band-Aid. It could have been done like 2-3 weeks ago whenever this all broke out, but you chose to stay silent, my man. Then silence is compliance, and we're not going to have that here on Team Bring It.
Silence is compliance.
Fuck yeah, my man.
War is love. I mean, war is peace. 2 + 2 = 5.
Oh, shit was
And
my
Ray
fault
is
before.
straight.
Shit was my fault before the edge stream broke. That's it was my fault before. So, I'll continue to carry and take that load. Somebody clip that.
Oh
And we
God.
don't want to.
As long as it's not a facial, you're good.
And I feel like we've beaten off the dead horse. So always fun to talk to you, Lark.
All right.
See,
Later,
Are we
guys.
done
Later,
beating off the dead
Wolfpack.
horse?
no, we're not.
I don't ever beat off dead horses or alive horses.
That's like
I eat
JT
pieces of
Colfax
shit
would
like you
say.
for breakfast, Larp.
Hey, let's talk about that Red Rocket when Red Hood was when he was on the hot mic there, and you could just hear him like mumbling sweet nothings to his dog.
Oh, yeah. I mean, fuck off.
And
I mean,
then
it's my
I
dog.
heard him scream out, "Mom, can you pick up peanut butter when you're at Costco?" I'm just probably unrelated.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Make sure
Larp,
it's the
honestly,
creamy
just
peanut butter
before your
too. We
main
don't want the one with nuts. Too rough.
Larp, I do have something serious, man. I've heard you say some shit to Red Hood, and I would ask that you don't judge because you've never walked a mile in Red Hood's shoes. But
And neither have
ironically
I.
enough, neither is he.
Neither have I.
All right,
No,
y'all.
Hey,
yeah,
That's
that
you have to
joke has
chop
been
your
like
legs off.
so overplayed. What is this,
I've
junior
only
high,
told
where
it
we have
once.
to where we have to just like grind the jokes into powder until the point where the humor is
That's-
erased from it and it
That's what
becomes
makes.
a vapid nothing. Your whole existence just erased in an instant because you keep overusing the same material day after day,
That's what
languishing
makes.
away like JT Colfax on a drunken stupor, crying, "God damn you!" All right.
That's what happens. That's why people like FCC are pathetic now because he just rehashes the same joke. And
Oh, he is like
he messages
done.
me apologizing for saying all those like jokes, and I'm like, bro, I'd rather you not apologize and just continue being a piece of shit because that's what you really are. So just don't apologize. Stop with that
He's
fake
pretty
shit.
limited on his panel. He's only allowed up on like stabbies, and he's left with the cringe lords
I
of the
did see.
internet.
I saw Meow Meow on Savvy's panel last night, and I'm just like, "Yep, not gonna stop here. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be
Wowzer.
prudent." I almost went live against them, like just to fucking give people an option, but
You knew that you'd have to face the music, so you just put it off for another 12 hours. Is that it?
See, what makes me uncomfortable is that Locks. So like I was being doxxed in the chat, and then so I trusted Locksmith was like, so hey, search up what they doxed and see what you can find. And so he sent me everything that he could possibly find ever on me, and so I trusted him to do that. And now turns out that he has this fucking girlfriend who has like a doxy trigger finger and is dox prone, and it's dox city whenever she's around. So I mean put two and two together. I mean, like, make that correlation. So yeah, I can't even. Yeah, Savvy's gotta go. Blackface.
I
All right, later, guys. Peace.
see you, Larp.
Ray,
Yo,
what is your song for tonight for Nunya? She wants to know.
what is my song for tonight? I will be singing "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel.
All right. Blaze, what are you singing?
Savvy's.
Up church, Rolling Stone.
What?
What's up, y'all?
What was that? Rolling Stone?
Nothing. Like a Rolling Stone.
I'm Rolling Stone. As you can tell, I'm on the highway.
Life is a highway. I wanna ride it.
Ride all night long.
So yeah, we're yeah, I should sing "Toxicity of Our City." That's no, I don't got the pipes to pull that shit off, real Nick. I am not what one would call a talented vocalist. So yeah, that's a hard pass for me.
Vocalist.
You want to know what just you want to know what I just realized?
What did you realize?
Can someone tell me the name of the song Edward uses in his intros? That Nirvana song.
Like Teen Spirits.
I didn't even know it was a Nirvana song, man. I'm not really a rock guy.
Oh wait, so you don't. So the song is called "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Oh yeah, it's not like that.
I don't think he uses that in the intro.
Yep, it is.
So did that just fly over your head? Right?
Yes, no, it didn't fly over my head. I get the reference.
Okay. All right.
The other one might have flew
I don't know
over
why
his
the
head
fuck
earlier,
I just confused fucking Nirvana with Blur with Teen Spirit. I was like, but it's a project. It's nothing easy, but nothing. Do you remember that song? Woohoo! When I feel.
Yeah,
Does
I
anyone remember that?
now, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know why the fuck I associated those with. Ray does listen to Korean
K-pop.
pop. Fuck yeah. K-pop's that shit.
Hey, there's some good K-pop.
And another one. Another one
bites the dust. And another one. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna track those people down, dude. Whoever made a fucking Tommy rap. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, Tommy rap. The hell?
And another one. Another one bites the dust.
Do you remember PP Mass's old intro song? I don't want to worry.
I don't want to worry. No, I don't want to worry.
That's my favorite.
No more. No more. I miss the simpler days, but the stakes have been raised, and our children haven't. So we must stand against tyranny and injustice, and everyone must be killed.
It's just, I mean, come on, let's be real. It's just being fucking. It's just having common sense and just being decent. I mean, that's what it is. It's just, recognizing a steaming pile of shit when you smell it.
There's a lot of that in this community, though, Red Hood.
So yeah, someone's gonna have to, pull out the doggy bags and the pooper scooper and scoop it up.
Are you sure that would be enough?
No. Like, it's just, I don't know. See, think of it this way. I don't care if you have 20 people on your streams, 10 or 30. Those are 20 people, 30 people, 15 people that aren't over, given, all the validation that they so great. Just think about that. If you have content you want to do, things you want to say, make your own channel and fucking go for it.
Well, there's a lot of people in this community as well that are, I don't want to say this,
Self-employed?
No, I'm trying to think of the word here. I like I was getting my tongue back in say it.
Self-isolating?
Self-righteous.
Self-righteous.
Like they can do no wrong.
Oh, like
And
clown
everything everything is entitled to them.
Yeah, Bill calls me that, but yeah, he has no idea the things I've had to claw for.
But see, here's the thing: is if you treat people the same way you want to be treated, then that is when everything will be right. But when you start dragging people and start being a piece of shit, that's when you are going to become a piece of shit yourself. Because you are what you reap is what you sow, and that you will have the same come to you.
So would you agree that what you reap is what you sow? So by that logic, does Ed deserve what's happening to him right now?
Does he what?
Does he deserve what's happening to him right now? By that
Um,
logic.
honestly, I think he does need to go as of right now to handle his business. Um, as far as him talking Tommy and everything, Tommy has done it to himself, so he can be dragged all he wants to be because he says he doesn't say this or that and the other. And there's video proof that he does. And you're like, oh, I never said that. And here's the evidence that you did.
But I mean, so like imagine you had someone dragging you for the better part of 2 years. Wouldn't you say that now that that person is under the is against the ropes? Wouldn't you be at least a little elated? Like
I
imagine,
want to
like
be.
you're never gonna be the own bad guy of your own story. You're always that's just simple and logic. You're never Tommy's not the bad guy of his own story. Edward is. So can you blame him for going on a quote unquote victory tour?
No.
Right.
I mean, looking at it that way, no, I cannot. You know, my 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 opinion may change. Once I learn more about the story and everything else. Once we all learn more about the story, my opinion may change. But as of right now, Ed needs to go and deal with his business and make sure that everything's taken care of. Excuse me, because honestly, there's a lot of toxicity in the community, and he has brought a lot of it to the community with what's going on. So right now, and I think that we need to come as a community together to fight this problem that we're all here for, which is saving the kids and make sure that these adults stop talking to our kids. I got a 17-year-old goddaughter that I fucking love passionately, and I'll do anything for her. And people that have kids know exactly where I'm coming from. You have unconditional love for them, and you do anything for them. And we all need to come together as a community to fight this major issue. That's why I'm on the road right now with my family to go down to North Carolina to catch Tom Frederick with Ray Ray. You know what I mean?
And me and Toe were splitting a hotel room, but we asked for 2 kings and they said no, but you could put 2 queens and 1 king. So we'll upload a couple of photos. And are you excited, Toe?
So
Are you excited?
I am.
I feel like I'm like the promiscuous catcher. I collab with anybody. I get passed around.
Yeah, you're the village whore.
That's wow. It's funny. I think I've done 22 catches total, but I've been there with Jay. I've been there with Alex. Obviously, Jesus and Alfredo were there. Cam, OTR, Sam and the gang, and Edward and Christy and Jay. Like, yeah, I've done 2 by myself.
Bro, those are yours, bro. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. I mean, well, not fuck Christy. Can you run the list down and see, who I put fuck in front of? It was definitely not Christy. Who else was there? So Christy. Fuck JT Colfax. Fuck Edward. Uh, Sam.
Sam?
I'll refrain from that because he might sue me. Who else?
Actually,
Ray.
I
Yeah, fuck.
I got a I got a social experiment real quick in the chat. If you think I should continue my vacation from liquor, press 1. If you want to see Kirkland brand Scotch Ray, press 2. I want to see what the community wants out of me. 1 for me to stay on the wagon, 2 for me to fucking get liquored up and sloshed.
Wait, why? Whoa.
Well, I can't see the chat, so you have to tell me.
What? I mean, you're. Never mind.
It's not gonna impact my decision. I just want to see see how they respond.
Right.
I kind of like Animal Fury Ray.
Bro, Animal Fury is like 73% of the way to methamphetamine. So that's Donovan wants me to get fucking wasted. Well, there we go. The community has spoken. God bless all of us, each and every one.
Oh, they want you to do the Kirkland brand Scotch.
Yo, in all seriousness, if anybody out there enjoys liquor and spirits, don't be afraid to try Kirkland. Like Kirkland vodka is Grey Goose. They just label it as Kirkland, so you're paying like 70% of what you would pay just without the fancy label. So,
oh yeah.
Did I just hear you say fuck JT and fuck Edward? Yes, you did. Bring it.
appreciate you, Petcon. Hold it down. Yeah, Ray.
I can't encourage people poisoning themselves. God. Oh, the livers. The livers that are fucking running rampant, that are being destroyed. Wait, is it the liver or the kidney that gets affected?
The liver is what filters out the alcohol. I mean, like,
liver.
Jay Silly says too respectfully. Oh man, y'all don't want to be around Ray Ray when I get stoned though.
Oh, I don't get stoned, so. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm stoned, Ray.
Yeah, we do.
Dude, I'm 39. I've smoked pot maybe like 15, 20 times in my life. And I've only been really high once. I did a bong rip with a client. He was like, hey, hit this. And it was like, I didn't realize that you have to like go easy. So I pulled on the bong like I was pulling on a joint or a blunt. And dude, I went from 0 to the broadband dimension in like 2.3 seconds.
Because Cat Eyes, that's who said it. Stop trying to bring Ray into shit that he didn't do. I said it. Me alone. Fuck Ed and fuck JT. Just stop trying to bring Ray into it.
Ray, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're about to get fucking blitzed out of your fucking head. I'm about to get this stuff called Nella Wafers. And oh yeah.
I smelled paint one time. Does that count?
No.
Okay.
You know that people used to be addicted to do you know that people used to be addicted to airplane glue?
Oh gosh.
Do you know I used to huff canned air when I was in school?
Why am I not surprised, Toe? Why am I not surprised?
Dude, the shit I smell, it's like the type of smells I like. It's like that new clothes smell, like at stores. Like that's the shit I smell. It's like the smell of newness, if that's even a smell.
If anyone goes to visit Donovan, we're just gonna see 374 empty cans of keyboard duster in the corner of the room.
That shit's no joke.
People used to sniff VHS cleaners while shit's just. Oh god. I will drop the bomb on you. Oh, speaking of bomb, did Rami really get in a car accident yesterday?
No, apparently his friend did. That's the word on the street, is that it was not Ra, it was Ra's buddy. So in all sincerity,
it was his Habibi.
It was his Habibi.
The car's
In
total.
sincerity.
What did you say?
In sincerity.
In sincerity, like with sincereness, with sincerement. I hope Rami's buddy's okay.
Yeah, of course.
He's good. The car ain't.
Dude, that guy has such bad luck. His Tesla gets sideswiped, and just when it gets sideswiped, he has no more storage on his video recording, so he can't figure out who did it.
Dude, the one thing that Rami's ever done when he's like, bro, he pulls up to random people and he's like, hey, why did you stop talking to me on the gay dating app? And then when people fucking snap on him, he wonders why.
Yeah.
He's like, it's just a prank, bro. Chillax. Why you getting offended?
Anybody in the chat, if anybody knows who Top Notch Idiots is, press 1. I'm curious how many of us are in the same algorithm. If anyone knows who Top Notch Idiots is, press 1. Or Top Notch Idiots are.
Nope.
Bro, they go into like the most ghetto places, like in Compton and fucking Stockton and Crenshaw, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, homie? You want some beef?" Like obviously gang members, and they're like, "What? You want some beef?" He's like, "Yeah, you want some beef?" Hector around the corner said, "You want some beef?" And then they pull out a gun or a knife, and they pull out like ground beef out of their pocket. They're, "Oh, I just said," and he's like, "Yo, you trying to catch a fade? You trying to get faded?" And then he pulls out a pair of clippers from the pocket. One of these dudes is definitely gonna fucking die. Like, I really hope not, because some of the shit's funny. Like, here's another one. If you guys think someone from Top Notch Idiots is gonna get murdered, press 2. If anyone thinks that one of those dudes is gonna get killed, press 2.
2.
Bro, these kids are fucking wild. Like, and he's someone's like, "Yo, man, you trying to cop a brick?" And he's like, "What do you mean a brick?" He's like, "Yo, I got a brick. You trying to cop a brick?" And then the dude's like, "All right, I'll be back in a second. I'll get the money." And then they pull a fucking like a real brick out of the bag. And so, okay, it seems unanimous. Smash, Andrea, Jeff.
Top Notch. Oh, I've seen that before.
You know what? I think I've seen something about a brick once.
No, so like I remember once, like, "Oh, you want to get jumped? You want to get jumped?" And then someone comes from behind and like leapfrogs the guy, and then they run away. So, but then I saw one that did the same thing. "Bro, you want to get jumped? You want to get jumped?" He leapfrogs him. He trips, and then you see like a gang of like 20 of them just crowd the guy, and then his cameraman, just runs away, leaving him behind.
Do you guys remember the guy who was like, "Yo, what's up? My name's Tyrone. I'm here to fuck somebody's wife, long dick style." And I think that dude got shot.
That doesn't surprise me.
He would just walk up to people and like if they're smoking, he would bitch slap the cigarette. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here with them cancer sticks." And I'm pretty sure somebody fucking shot him.
I saw that too, but I didn't know if he got shot or not.
Yo, like, there's this one. So like, there's like, pulling people's pants up. People that are sagging. He pulled his pants up, and a gun fell out of his pocket.
Yep.
What are you gonna tell me next? That somebody dropped heroin in a courtroom? No way.
No way.
Wait,
So these guys they were doing a CIA prank. They pulled up to some random car, and it just drove away like a bullet, like you wouldn't believe. Like, what you doing today? Like, all he saw was the sunglasses, and then he fucking booked.
So put a one on the chat if Ray thinks everything he sees on the interweb is real. Oh
Yep.
shit!
I
do.
think some of it's real. I mean, I think one of them was like, "Oh, do you want to get something?" I don't know what he said, but then he got knocked the fuck out. Like one swing, he was out cold, and I don't think that was fake. I really don't.
Because Top Notch Idiots has two. They got the Latino kid and the black kid with the dreads. And the black kid started walking up to like gangbangers, like, "Yo, what's up, man? I just want to let you know I got a crush. Like, I'm looking at you, and you got me having a crush." And like, pretty much coming on to the guy, and then he pulls an orange crush out of the pocket. But sometimes they don't give a fuck, and dudes go fucking hands on with those boys. It's wild.
Oh,
Sometimes you gotta think how stupid they are.
what about those that just like try asking for like weed? Like they're normal up until then. They're like hanging out, and then they pull up their shirt. They're like 10-4, we got him, and then they just start running away. Yo, you
You're waiting
do
to
that?
get shot doing that.
You're wanting to get shot, bro. It's like you're out there in the middle of they don't care in the middle of the street. You do that. You lift up your shirt and you go 10-4. Oh, we got him.
Yeah, you're just
You're
wanting to
risking
get
your
shot.
life for some clicks.
Fuck yeah, that's some stupid shit right there.
He was Armenian? No shit, I did not know that. Well, who's gonna go live next? Because Ray's done. Mom told me to cut it off.
Mom told you to cut it off.
Yeah, where are we gonna continue the party? We're gonna bring 105 people over to Blazes.
I guess.
No, not today.
Not today, Satan.
Nah, I'm gonna spend some more time with my kid today. Taking him outside. It's nice out.
Yo, can somebody tell me who Jeff Hayes is? Was he a catcher?
I think he was just a supporter.
Oh, he used to flick cigarettes into Prince's faces and then fight them. I'm not against it.
Never. I've seen him before in like Discord, but that's it.
Well, Mom did tell me I got to cut it off. I don't know. Everybody have a good day. I'll see y'all tomorrow with a catch with Toe.
Y'all be safe. Hey,
We'll
Ray,
see
I'll
you
call
tonight.
you. I'll call you when I get down there.
You guys be safe out there.
Will do. Hey, I'll call you, right?
All right. See you, Toe.
Later.
See you,
See you guys
Tiny.
tonight.
Later,
See you
Blaze.
guys tonight. Bye, Rick.